What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about another set, right? So, as you guys know, I'm into my matching knives, my sets of knives, my Fisher trifecta, whether it's from the same maker or from the same family, or like the Hellraisers. I like to have multiple different ones. And there's a couple of more in the box on the shelf. So I'm into kind of the sets, right? So I wanted to talk today about a set that I am working on completing. That is the Copper Top set. So from Duracell, as you can see, these have a great copper bolster on them. And I just wanted to run through the three that I have out of the set now. There is another size kind of in the middle here. And there is a square 9-volt that I'm still hunting for as well. But let's dive into these ones. And we'll just go from small to big. And this is the AAA. And we can zoom in a little bit here probably too, because, well, it's small. So overall length on the AAA is 1.73 inches, including the positive nub. Diameter is 0.40, weighs in at 0.4 ounces, and delivers 1.5 volts. In fact, they all deliver the same 1.5 volts, just a different capacity of voltage, if you will. So this one is going to run the least. You know, it has the smallest amp hours, right? So the smallest length or duration of charge. Okay, and then we step up to the AA battery, which has the 1.97 inch length, 0.55 inch diameter, weighs in at 0.8 ounces. Okay, there is a C-size battery that I don't currently have yet. Kind of on the hunt for that. So then we jump up to the D cell. Same thing, 1.5 ounce, or 1.5 volts. This one is 2.38 inches overall length with a 1.29 inch diameter. Get it on screen there. And this one weighs in at 5 ounces. Okay. The construction on these is awesome. Nice. You can't even feel the seam of the bolsters there. You can feel the seam here where the material wraps around. So there is a seam. But all in all, a very cool set that at one point I will complete with the C and the square 9-volt battery. Okay, so really, obviously we all know what the batteries are, right? But because I use these as size comparisons, I know everybody knows what a D-cell battery is, but did you know it's 5 ounces? Did you know it's 2.38 inches? So I just wanted to give a little context to some of the items that I use in my size comparisons. Okay. I've also used the Sharpie from, I think, my very, very first video, because everybody knows what a Sharpie is. However, did you know that it weighs 0.3 ounces and that it's 5.37 inches long, with a diameter at its thickest of 0.48. So again, I'm just trying to give a little context to that. And then I've recently started using the standard number 2 pencil that we all, well, I shouldn't say all, a lot of us grew up with in school. I don't know if this is standard issue in school anymore. I know that when my youngest was finishing school, we're kind of in the middle of, kind of in those middle school years, they switched everything electronically. He had an iPad, he had a laptop, all these things. So I don't know if they're really using the number 2 pencil anymore. But the number 2 pencil has an overall length of 7.5 inches, a diameter of 0.27, and it weighs at 0.2 ounces. So again, just giving some context to the items I use for size comparisons. And to kind of give you a little more context, here it is with the Spyderco Delica. the Red Horse Knife Works Hellraiser. My favorite budget knife on the planet right now, the Kubey KB237, which is a little dirty there because I use it. This is one of the ones I use for unboxings, and I'm not afraid to use this because it's literally $45, $48, depending. You can get it in multiple colors, but super useful. And to then add a little bit more size comparisons, here it is next to the Olight AA or AAA battery flashlight and the Olight AA battery flashlight. If I can get these to kind of fit on the screen a little bit better. So again, I just wanted to kind of make a little bit of a joke about the sets, obviously. But really give a little bit of context to what I'm using for size comparisons. I don't know. I thought it was maybe useful, maybe not. So there you go, guys. Just a quick video today to kind of talk about some of the behind the scenes things I use and why I use them. So I think these are all very common items, and I think that really helps in the size comparisons because using a knife to compare to another knife is helpful for some, but confusing for others that might be new to the hobby and not know what a Spyderco Delica is, not know what a Hellraiser is, not know what these kind of common knives that we use as YouTube folks. If you don't know what the comparison knife is, you certainly aren't going to be able to have any context to how big the main knife is. So there you go, guys. Just a quick look at my size comparison items with some specific criteria about them. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.